For other awesome TCG players and awesome new prices for Pokemon TCG, check out the Pokemon Evaluationaries and other YouTubers in the description, and check out cccastle.com.
What is up, guys? Dasher here from the Dash Game Reviews Pokemon series / Dash Cartoon, and I'm gonna be showing you my Vilplume item lock ninja box deck. Sounds a little bit crazy, kind of is, but I kind of see some very good stuff in this deck. It looks a little bit, you'll see, it gets a little bit weird, it gets a little bit crazy, but I can't wait to show you this to you guys, since I think it's pretty cool. So we run 3 copies of Oddish, just going to get into the Vilplume, 3 copies of Glue, and 3 copies of Vilplume, as I said. So, Vilplume has the item lock thing. Each player can't play any item cards from his or her hand, and in this deck, it's okay, because I'm just gonna say right now, this deck doesn't require this much energy. Items, and the battery's running low. But yeah, it gets pretty cool. So we run 2 copies of Mew Ex. Now, this is kind of a weird mix, you guys think, but guys, I am glad this is reprinted as a Black Star promo, since this will be in the standard format, and it has the same ability as the other ones. This Pokemon can use the attacks of any Pokemon in play, yours and your opponent's, but you still need the necessary energy to do it. And in this deck, it works out pretty well. So we run 1 copy of Vilplume EX. Because Evil Ball is such a good attack. It does 20 plus and it does 20 more damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. Sorry about the noise. My friends are just crazy right now. And Y-Cyclone's actually pretty good too, in some situations. And we run 2 copies of Tauros GX. Now, Tauros GX is like the king of Sun and Moon. It's getting really shiny here. But its first attack, Rage, does 20 plus, does 10 more damage for each damage count on this Pokemon. And its second attack, Horn Attack for 60. And Mad Bull GX, my goodness, it's so high. It does 30 damage times the amount of damage counters on this Pokemon. So, with Mew Ex, first of all, you use Rage with Mew Ex, it can one-shot Mega Mewtwo. But this also can one-shot Mega Mewtwo too, but still Mew Ex will just hit for higher damage, just saying. We run 1 copy of Lugia EX. It's similar to Vilplume EX, but its first attack does 20 damage times the amount of damage to both active Pokemon. So, it's a pretty good backup for Vilplume, and Deep Hurricane, it's fine, just in case, but most likely you use Area Ball since that hits for higher damage. And we run 2 copies of Jolteon EX, and Jolteon EX is just crazy. It is, I'm just telling you right now, it is really crazy. First attack Swift, this attack's damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance or any other effects of your opponent's active Pokemon. So, it's basically a way of going through everything. Through, like, Regice, you don't have to deal with that. Mirror one, like, yeah, if your opponent has Jolteon, and yeah, you're just gonna go right through that. And we run 1 copy of Glaceon EX. Now, this EX is also really good Crystal Ray. Reval damage done this Pokemon by your opponent's evolution Pokemon. This also prevents damage by basic, if I can say so. And second bite can hit for some pretty high damage too. 20 plus, this attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So that is, can hit for some pretty high damage. Cause like Wailord, since that's still a thing. So we run 1 copy of Manaphy EX. Because there is water energy in this deck and rainbow energy, just for the ability, and that puck isn't actually bad at all. Does 60, heal 30 damage from each of your bench Pokemon. And a card I kind of like in this deck very much. One copy of Mew Ex because of the Rainbow Energy. Now, guys, let me tell you something right now. I played a deck similar to this, a Ninja Box deck that had Mew Ex in it and like these guys. And with the Rainbow Energy, he kept, this guy played a Sceptile deck. He tried to keep sleeping me, put to sleep and poisoning me, and it was just crazy. And I also played, I also kept using Flash Ray, so that was, pretty crazy. And I also run one copy of Regice, the Resistance Blizzard can do pretty well since there's still some EXs with GXs around, like Darkrai of Galio, actually that's the only one I know. But still, EXs are still going around. And GXs are just taking over the game still. And for our final Pokemon, 2 copies of Shaman EX. For the setup ability, when you play this Pokemon from hand onto your bench, you may draw until you have 6 cards in hand. And this is a pretty big number of Pokemon, but there's a lot of basics, so it's worth it. And that is it for the Pokemon lineup. That is, I know you guys might be thinking it's too much, but in this deck, that's kind of the way you want to go. So, let me just get organized. Okay. Now let's go on to the supporters. We run 4 copies of Professor Sycamore. Obvious reasons. I run 4 copies of Professor Sycamore. Obvious reasons. Very standard. Discard and draw 7. And we run 3 copies of N. Now this card's never going to go away in the format. Each player shuffles his hand into the deck and draws the amount of each of the remaining prize cards. We're never going to lose this card, I'm pretty sure. Except for will. And 1 copy of Lysander. Now, that sounds like a big deal, but this deck isn't a really like a Switch deck. It's a Ninja Box deck. I also run 1 copy of Pokemon Center Lady / Nurse Joy. Heal 60 damage from 1. Heal 6 damage and remove all special conditions from one of your Pokemon. And then we run where it gets into the Ninja part. 2 copies of the Ninja Boy, what I just said. So you switch out one of your basic Pokemon with another one of your basic Pokemon. But it keeps all the damage and special conditions on it. Which is still really cool. So, in the last supporter, 1 copy of Professor Kukui. Draw 2 cards and do 20 more damage to your opponent's Pokemon during this turn. Not only that makes Giovanni obsolete, but doing 20 more damage in this deck really makes a difference. And that is it for the supporter lineup. Not much, but hey, this is not very a supporter deck. And we're getting on to the items. We have 4 copies of Ultra Ball, pretty standard. Discard 2 cards from your hand and draw and get a Pokemon from your deck to your hand. And we run 2 copies of Level Ball. This is a reason why you want Level Ball in this deck, because of either Oddish, Bloom, I don't know about Vilplume. But yeah, it actually works out pretty well if you need those. Alright, and we run 4 copies of Trainer's Mail. You look at the top 4 cards of your deck and see any trainer card you find there into your hand. And guys, guess what? That is all the items. That is... I know that seems really weird, but this is a Ninja Box deck, I keep saying. And for the stadium, 4 copies of Forza Giant Plants. Now, guys, a first turn Vilplume can be very, very upsetting to your opponent, which would be also very, very funny. So definitely add 4 into this deck. That is it for all the trainers. Now we're moving on to the energy. So we run 4 copies of Double Colorless Energy, and 4 copies of Rainbow Energy for any energy, and 2 copies of Water Energy just in case. Because of Regice, Glaceon, Manaphy, a bunch of stuff. The Rainbow Energy really helps out with Magearna, and the double colorless you definitely need in this deck. So guys, that is my Ninja Box deck. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I cannot wait till I face against Chauncey's Lurantis Solgaleo deck for Battle Frontier. And we will see you all next time. Bye.